All right, so here we are with another episode of Minecraft. And what are we doing? We are working on the iron farm that I feel like is going to be our lifelong project for a little while. I messed up that ladder catch, but it's fine. I don't mind it. I don't remember it being this difficult getting all of the materials, but also I think that I had my automated pumpkin farm at that moment, so it was a little bit easier for me to get some emeralds. Here I'm grabbing some sand because the second layer of the farm requires you to have it doesn't require you to have glass. I like having glass because then I can see my villagers. And then I accidentally picked up a lead from the wandering trader. I didn't take him out or anything. He just happened to walk around a building, so it got shuffled around. Also, I went to go stay in this house and realized that somebody had accidentally taken my bed. I guess accidentally is a bold word. And then I realized I was also short some glass, which was a bit of a bummer. So we had to carry on with our production. And be sure to leave a like and subscribe while you're at it. I decided that I was going to carry on with my adventure, which is exploring. I have a couple of biomes that I know are near where the village is, and so I kind of wanted to scope them out and see what they were like and pick up some extra wood while I was at it. So I popped over here and decided that I was going to get some dark oak, I think is what this one's called, and I need 4 saplings for this, so I wanted to make sure I had those so that I could plant this tree later. And then I found pumpkins, which is great because that means that we can use them to make our automated pumpkin farm, which is going to be very nice. I'm going to have to remember, obviously, how to make an automated pumpkin farm, but we will at least have it, which will make it a little bit easier. We can even do the slow manual way for now if we wanted to. But there was a path that was kind of closed that I was going between, and then I saw a scout, and I was like, oh boy, this is not good. The last time we ran into these problems on our main seed, we ended up having to go through a whole thing where we lost the whole village due to raiders and a whole bunch of other stuff. So I am a bit cautious when it comes to those guys because I got the bad omen and I went back to the village and everything went south pretty quickly, and I ended up having to use lava in order to save the village. So if you haven't watched that video, I recommend it, but also I don't because it took forever. I did notice that there was a marker, like one of those trees that mark a lush cavern, which is kind of cool, but that paled in comparison to me realizing that there's I don't know what the house is called. Woodland Mansion, that's what it is. It is uncomfortably close. When I checked my seed out, I didn't think to look to see if there was a woodland mansion nearby, but also part of me thinks that that means we're going to have to, at some point while we're here, try and clear out a woodland mansion, which feels like a kind of a daunting task. And I'm also surprised that I didn't think to do that in my last seed, but this was the biome I was looking for, the Pale Forest, because I remember seeing it advertised or listed. This was one of the main things that I did in order to, or pushed me to swap to a different seed in general, is because mine, it was just going to be forever before I could actually find one of these. So I decided that I would swap my seed out. I personally think with the shaders, it looks pretty cool, which is nice. But also, I don't know, I know what it looks like, and that's about it. I don't know if there's anything special or unique about it in general, apart from the fact that it looks different. I feel like there was like a new mob type thing added in, but I don't know how it works. And so as I was going, occasionally I would hear some eerie noises, and it would make me really nervous that I was going to have something suddenly pop out of nowhere, because it's got like that tree int like creature. And so like I decided eventually that not to turn my back to it. I almost felt kind of like red light, green light or something, where you look away and then they get closer and then they come back, but I didn't see anything. And this is not a very large biome, so it's almost as large as the savanna one was, so part of me wonders if it's just not big enough for it. But then before I realized it, the sun started to go down, and I thought, wait, I actually have to boat my way back. And so on my way back, the skeleton and spider kind of got in the way of my return trip, so I had to kind of shimmy past them. Thankfully it wasn't too bad. And then when I came back up here, someone was in my bed, and I was like, the heck? So then I had to go and find somebody else's bed to stay in. And then we eventually found this bed, and we swapped it from this guy. So anyways, let me know what you guys think down below. Leave a like if you liked the video, and subscribe. Thanks for watching. Bye.